Hello everybody. So before I begin this video today, just want to do a bit of self-promotion. So I'm on GETTR, so on GETTR I am Vindicator121. Go follow me on there. I've got 295 followers already. Now what my intention is, I have a plan that I want to be able to live stream directly to GETTR and also to Rumble. But in order to do that I have to have a certain amount of followers before that can happen. I'm not sure how many I have to have on GETTR, but the more the better. So please go and follow me over there. On Rumble, as you can see, I have 94 subscribers, and in order for me to live stream I have to have at least 100 or over to start live streaming to Rumble. So obviously my intention with this is to eventually circumvent YouTube and not live stream there anymore, so I can actually, you know, say what I want to say without being censored on YouTube. So it's a massive help if you go and subscribe to me on Rumble. I'm Vindicator Vengeance on Rumble, and on GETTR I am Vindicator121. I'll leave links to those two social media sites in the underbar. Please go and follow me on there. And while I'm actually covering social media, I've noticed recently that comments are starting to disappear from my YouTube videos. It's not me deleting them. This is something that YouTube seems to be doing now for some reason. I don't know why. People have been complaining to me saying I'm losing comments. Well, if that's the case, then go follow me on Rumble and go and watch the videos on there, because you can comment freely on there and your comments won't disappear. This is why I'm starting to phase out YouTube, because it's getting ridiculous now. I've searched my YouTube channel in the search engine and I'm just completely non-existent. So unless you come across my videos, you're not going to see them. Another way you can actually help is to click that notification bell so that you get all the notifications for my upcoming videos, my premieres and my live streams. But I have been told, and I did a little experiment the other day, that some of you aren't getting the notifications for videos or live streams either. And I did a little notification experiment the other day, and I clicked the little bell and I wasn't notified until 6 hours after the live stream took place. So there's something very, very fishy going on with notifications and comments disappearing. I even have some subscribers that went for no reason, but there you go. Anyway, you can help me out by going and checking me out on here, Vindicator121 on GETTR, and on Rumble I am Vindicator Vengeance. It really helps me out, guys, if you go and check out my other social media sites and subscribe to me on those places too. So down to the video today. So I want to play you this video in a bit. I'm going to mention it here. I'm not going to play it on here because we've got a rainy day and the internet is a bit dodgy and the videos aren't playing right, so I've had to download it. But this is from Subject Access. This is his video. Go subscribe to his channel. He does very good reporting on things that our own mainstream media won't touch, because obviously they want to control the narrative and certain stories don't get publicised as much as others. So yeah, go check him out on YouTube. It's Subject Access. Go check out his videos. I'll leave a link to this video that I'm using in the underbar so you can go and check it out as well. So this is the video in question. That's Subject Access in the middle. 92-year-old man arrested for breaching COVID rules at Assange bail hearing. So I'm just going to play the footage.
We'll just escort him over there. Come on, Eric. Eric? Okay.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on. Eric, don't do this. Come on. Just walk over this way as well.
How about that? A 92-year-old veteran still defying tyranny at his age. And you have to ask yourselves a question. What are you willing to do for freedom? We have a 92-year-old gentleman here still standing up to authority and to tyranny at his age. It kind of puts everybody to shame, really, doesn't it? When you see this type of thing happening. You should be angry that this is taking place, that this old gentleman, this veteran, is being treated this way by our so-called police force.
Eric, come on.
Right, Eric. I'll just be honest with you, okay? Because you said you were leaving the area.
Come over here and we'll go get coffee. Come on.
Just look at yourselves.
Eric? Alright.
This is
Eric, the
shameful.
time is 11:43. You're under arrest for breach of code regulations.
Disgraceful.
Come on,
Okay,
Eric.
it says here to prevent harm to the public. Protect our public health. Okay, you do not understand if you have been may harm your defence. If you do not mention my question, something is clarifying for.
Not seriously doing this, are you guys?
Goodbye, please, sir. Goodbye.
He's 92 years old. He's 92. He's 92, you
They are the advisors of the old and the young and old. Shame on you!
He's way over human rights.
Let him go It doesn't take 18 police officers to arrest one man.
So that was our police force arresting a 92-year-old veteran for breaching COVID rules. And it should make you angry, especially now when you see the police being so softy with the Just Stop Oil protesters and the way that they took the knee for the Black Lives Matter extremists. It should make you very angry that they went all softy on those people, but because they agreed and loved the authority that the COVID rules gave them, that they were willing to arrest a 92-year-old veteran. And he's a legend, by the way. That guy is an absolute legend. He was a legend as a veteran, as a soldier, as a defender of freedom. And he was a legend last year, still defending freedom and standing up to tyranny. That's what, unfortunately, most of the people in this country are missing. They're missing. They don't make people like Eric anymore. They broke the mold when they made people like Eric. That generation was a different generation altogether. Tough, resilient, the bulldog spirit. And unfortunately, sadly, that's lacking from our society right now. We'll go and have street parties in London to protest. We'll chant, shame on you, or pick your side, pick your side. The fact of the matter is, the police have already picked their side. They already have. They will always protect the establishment. If you're under the illusion that you think, or the delusion that you think that the police are there to protect you, you're mistaken. Because when it comes to the establishment and the people of this country, they will always pick the establishment to defend, and they keep proving that time after time after time. And this is poignant, isn't it? At this time of year, we've just had Remembrance Sunday. Everybody's buying their poppies and stuff. Oh, we've got to remember our veterans, their sacrifice. But I start to question that. I start to question, are we really remembering that sacrifice that they made? And I keep bringing this line up because this was a line that I heard in a TV show, but it's very, very, very poignant for this time we're living in right now. And Eric and many other of his brothers in arms who went to Normandy, who parachuted into Normandy, did this. And the line is this: I burn my life for a sunrise I will never see. And they did that. They went there to sacrifice their lives so me and you could have freedom. And I'm sorry, but the people of this country sully Eric's name and the people who went to defend freedom by just being limp-wristed cabbages. I'm sorry, but the majority of people are. The people who think that signing petitions is going to solve anything in this day and age, who think that having a nice little street party, a protest in London is going to solve anything. It isn't. Until you start to do what Eric did and actively stand toe-to-toe with the establishment, defying everything that they throw at you, nothing will change in this country. The government is so complacent now, it doesn't care about us, that it will ignore you. It will just ignore you. I heard, I forget what it was, they were talking about passive resistance. We should do passive resistance. Passive resistance is just that. It's just passive. People can ignore it. They can just say, yeah, you can go and be passive all you want. We're just going to continue and carry on what we're doing. Look at all the protests that took place during lockdown. Look at all the petitions that were signed. How much good did they do, and what exactly did they achieve? Nothing. Nothing at all. Just like what's happening right now. People are complacent about the illegal immigration invasion that's taking place. They took over Westminster at the weekend, the day before Remembrance Sunday. The day before we remember the people that died for our freedom. We had Albanians putting their flag on the Winston Churchill statue. No pushback. If that happened in any other country, there would have been pushback. There would have been riots on the streets. That people who are here at our expense, at our cost, taxpayer cost, are now demanding they have the same rights as people who have gone through the process. I'm going off a bit of a tangent here, but this made me angry too. That they want the same rights as people who have gone through the immigration process legally. These people want the same rights as them, even though they came across on dinghies, ditched their IDs, and just ran into our population. That's how crazy this country has gotten. And now we see Suella Braverman acting just like Priti Patel. Basically, we'll just throw money at it. We'll just give France more money, more of our taxpayer money, to stop them coming over on the boats, which France won't do. They'll just keep taking the money, and we'll just keep getting invaded, won't we? There's going to come a time when we're going to have to take matters into our own hands. And I warned against this in my last video, against vigilantism. But when you have a government that won't do what it's supposed to do, govern and protect our borders, what else are we supposed to do? Are we just supposed to just sit here and, like I covered in a video the other day, let Albanian immigrants do lewd sexual acts in the windows of primary schools in front of 6-year-old girls and 11-year-old girls? Do we allow that to keep happening while the police do nothing, whilst our government does nothing? How much more are we going to take before we take action ourselves? And that's a question you need to be asking yourself, because our police are quite willing to jump into action and arrest Eric, a 92-year-old veteran, when it suits them, aren't they, to prove a point? But when it's Just Stop Oil protesters, eco-terrorists, blocking the highway, which there are laws against, you know, which they could quite easily act upon straight away by pulling them off the road, but they don't. You've got to start to ask yourself a question. What is going on in this country, and what are we going to do about it to return it to how it was before all these idiots and morons got in charge? That's something you need to ask yourselves. Drop me a comment below. Tell me how you feel about this and what should be done about this. What are your solutions? What do you think? Anyway, this is Vindicator signing off.